Hi, I'm Annie Pleshette Murphy. I'm the author of The Secret of Play, How to Raise Smart, Healthy, Caring Kids from Birth to Age 12. I also am the mother of two big kids, but they still love to play. And I am the parenting contributor to Good Morning America on ABC. The Secret of Play does a couple of things. It actually helps parents learn what's the best kind of play for their child's development, and it also looks at play as a lens onto your kid's development, where they're at based on what they're doing with their toys and how they play with you. I wrote the book because I felt that we are living in a time when parents are so pressured, when our schedules are so busy, when there's a lot of competition and a lot of confusion about what's the best way to play with our kids. And I think there's a real need for a book that celebrates some of the basic, really important aspects of play for kids. The unplugged play, the play that isn't all about bells and whistles and flashcards and enhancing your child's education. It's really about getting down on the floor and interacting with your kids, because that kind of play, the play that engages all of their senses, is the best possible play for children. One of the things they stress in the book is how important it is to follow your child's lead, to not micromanage your child's play. Get down on the floor, let them start in with something that they're enjoying, and then don't tell them how to do it. And if they get frustrated, back off. It's really important to let them muscle through some of those times when they may not be able to get the puzzle piece in the puzzle. The other thing is to be fully present. It's really hard when we lead such busy lives not to try to be looking at your cell phone or checking the mail or reading the newspaper while you're playing a board game with your child. But they really don't like that, and it's better to commit to 15 minutes of concentrated, focused time with them than to try to do 3 things at once. Play is a really amazing lens through which to look at your child's development. For example, at a certain age, babies can play peekaboo, and they understand that you're hiding behind that blanket, and it's really exciting to wait for you to pull it off. A month before, they couldn't do that. You'd put the blanket over your head, and as far as they were concerned, you'd left the room. And understanding that that developmental milestone coincides with their being anxious about your leaving the room and having that separation anxiety is the kind of thing we talk about in The Secret of Play. The other thing, of course, is to make them laugh. There's nothing more wonderful than watching a baby burst into hysterics or watching your 2-year-old laugh his way into bed, which is, of course, a great way to get him to get into bed. And most important, of course, it teaches kids the wonderful feeling of sharing a laugh with somebody that they love. Play is, of course, about having fun with your kids, about sharing laughs with your kids and making them laugh, learning to connect with your kids on their level. But it's also a wonderful way to tame tantrums, to get your kid to bed on time, to teach them to get along with their siblings every once in a while, and also how to play by themselves, which is something that a lot of kids don't know how to do. So the book goes from birth to age 12, and every chapter has something about your child's cognitive development, their learning play, their social emotional growth, their loving play, and their physical growth, their healthy play. I hope parents will get from the book the message that there is nothing like play when it comes to your child's development. And it doesn't have to be about flashcards or bells and whistles or a lot of screen time. In fact, just the opposite is what kids need. And then when you do engage them in splashing and squishing and building and creating things and running around, that you're going to raise really wonderful, happy, healthy kids. And then I want you to go out and play.